and gentlemen. Welcome to the very first UN Tourism Women in Tech Startup Competition. This is our very first semifinals. I'm very excited to welcome on stage our 4 judges. We have... oh, quicker, yes. So let me please welcome Maya, Nicolas, Gwen, and Jonathan on stage.
Now? Yes. Okay. So, hello everybody. Thank you for being here. We are going to run the semifinal of our second edition of Women in Tech. It's a startup competition that we have developed from the Middle East to the Middle East for women entrepreneurs. We are UN Tourism, along with the bench, FHS, and so I'm going to tell you a little bit of what we do and what's the purpose of this, what's the fitting of this competition in the whole strategy of UN Tourism. UN Tourism is a United Nations World Tourism, is a United Nations specialized agency. Okay, we used to be called UNWTO, United Nations World Tourism Organization, but we rebranded this summer, made it short and easier to remember. So, just a few figures on tourism. This is what the global outlook is right now, already coming up from the, that horrible year that we had, and now everything is looking much better. And the Middle East is one of the regions that is thriving and recovering quicker from that year 2020. So as you can see, from the numbers compared to the numbers of arrivals in 2019, the region that's already over 100% recovery is the Middle East. And since I am based in Riyadh and we have a regional office there, which is the scope is the Middle East, we're very proud to be engaged in this growth and development of the sector. Again, the receipts are almost at right now at the end of 2023, a 93% of recovery. So we are within the UN Tourism. There are several departments, and our department is Innovation, Education, and Investments. And within innovation, we focus on promoting entrepreneurship through startup competitions and so on. So for us, in the context of this event, it's relevant to talk about global venture capital investments. As you can see, this is in the tourism sector, and this is the distribution. Already, air transportation, travel, and hospitality cover the whole of it. It used to be more relevant, or it used to be air transportation, the one that took the biggest share of the cake, but now is shifting, which is a very good sign. Also, the funding of startups in tourism tech, specific to tourism tech. As you can see, there was a peak in 2021 because there was a lot of funds and there had been a, like a holding of the sector. So there was a lot of investment in 2021. It doesn't reflect really the potency of the sector because it's, as you can see, it's decreasing, but it's compared to 2021 that was exceeding the norm. In terms of the best performance technologies within the sector, again, we have now coming up artificial intelligence as one of the main, technologies that are supporting all the solutions. Blockchain, health tech, green tech, virtual reality, all those solutions are powered by IE right now. So IE becomes like, I don't know, your browser. Everything is IE. And then the trends are, again, of course, very important, software as a service, solutions that you can just subscribe to instead of having clients, local clients, and so on. So again, this is the whole outlook of these venture capital investments in 2023. This is the distribution. Of course, there is, although the Middle East you see here only 2%, once you're here, you realize that what's going on in terms of promoting entrepreneurship is very solid and very strong. I can only commend the efforts that all the organizations are doing. Where I am resident in Saudi Arabia, the work of Shadad, for example, that just cradles the startups all the way up, and the finance and the funds and everything, the support is given is fantastic, and it's just a matter of being in the world of tech also that makes it be only 2%. But that 2% is super relevant, and for us it's very exciting to be part of that. These are the unicorns. So tourism represents 3% of the unicorns in the whole ecosystem. Again, there are names here that you probably know as Hopper or Cabify. So again, we're looking forward to seeing lots of Middle Eastern companies in this group. And then once I give you this little outlook, I'm going to focus a little bit in what we do in terms of promoting innovation in UN tourism. What we do is we run startup competitions and challenges, which are startup competitions also. We're not very original. I hope that we can branch out to do other things, but this is what we do so far. So, startup competitions at the level, global level, with different thematics. We work with member states. So the member states, our 160 member states, are our clients. So we work out of their mandate. So in order to put together a startup competition, we work with the host country, and we set up, we discuss their priorities, and then we develop it as such. That's why there are some that are, say, product related, and there are others that are, say, regional or territorially delimited, such as women in tech. And then the challenges, again, they're more specific, but it's the same idea. So we have so far 18,000 participants from 180 countries for the startup competitions, and 2,500 participants from 130 countries for the innovation challenges. Also, you may be aware that we are all the time hosting summits and events in which we, hey, how you doing? You're everywhere, man. So yeah, every time we have an event, we communicate about these challenges, these initiatives. So one of the benefits of becoming or engaging with us in these startup competitions is becoming part of our ecosystem and being able to participate in all these events and communication opportunities. So this is the impact so far. 350 startups, 23.8% are led by women, and 20% offer already big data and artificial intelligence solutions. This probably next week will be 25% or 30%. The rate of change is crazy. And yeah. So examples of startup competitions. The SDG startup competition was very significant, was run globally. And it was the one that we launched at the offset of 2020. And in a way to restart the sector or contribute to restarting the sector. The Tourism Tech Adventures is how we call the finals of these startup competitions. How we do, we hold an event in which we have the final pitches and we select the winners and they're communicated accordingly. This is a semi-final. We just, this year we were original and we decided out of Jonathan and his team suggestion to hold this semi-final here today. So the competition is Women in Tech. It's, as I like to call it, it's a startup competition from the Middle East to the Middle East focused on women entrepreneurship. And with a touch of technology, of course. And it's surprising, we've had 2 editions so far, and how the rate of incorporation of technology such as AI has shifted. Last year, probably we had candidates, let's say 10% of the candidates were offering AI-powered solutions. Maybe right now they're 70% of them. So this is very, very critical. So we liked to frame our startup competition in our framework, which is People, Planet, and Prosperity. It's the UN Tourism Investment Framework. People, obviously, education, planet, sustainability, and prosperity, entrepreneurship. So within that, framework are the 3 categories to this startup competition: people and skill, green travel, and market innovations. These are the target startups. Again, innovative, Middle East, women-led, and that propose solutions, technological solutions for the challenges in tourism. These are the winners of last year. Last year we had 4 categories. This year we have 3. So we have we had a winner from UAE, another from Saudi Arabia, another from Egypt, and another again from UAE. Again, these are now part of our family. They come to all of our events, and I think they are very happy with becoming part of this family. And of course, we are also even more happy that they are. And this is this year editions. We've had 133 applicants from 12 countries, and we have today 12 semi-finalists. Who will win? So the benefits: training, mentoring, speaking opportunities, again, becoming part of the UN Tourism family forever. So yeah, we always invite the startups to contact us and to become one of us for the better of. We want to, there are some projects related to making this, say, startup ecosystem more solid and provided with more, say, tools to interact and network. But this is coming in the pipeline. We will announce it when it's ready. Sorry about that. This is it. Now I think we are ready to start listening to the startups. And now, from presenting, I'm going to judging. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Nicolas. Sorry, I was very rushed earlier, so I wanted to quickly present myself. My name is Son-Trang, and I will be your host today. So I will be guiding you one by one on who is going to come on stage and what's going to happen next. So I'll be your guide today. So I'm very, very excited to have our very first presenter come up, Nisreen.
Does it change? Hi. Okay, so how to change the slides? Okay, so hi everyone. I'm Nisreen from NetGreen, the CEO and co-founder of NetGreen. So imagine that every transaction plants a tree. This is not an imaginary, it's actually a reality with NetGreen. Once upon a time, we had 6 trillion trees. Unfortunately, today, we have only 3 trillion, with 15 billion trees are cut annually. We have the power of sustainable tourism, and UAE can lead this change. 88% of consumers, they want to make environmental impact, with 20 million international visitors in UAE every year. So what shall we do? Let's connect NetGreen Plant a Tree service to every loyalty programs, retail, airlines, hotels, e-commerce, point of sales, and ATMs. We make it accessible for all. Convert loyalty points into trees, bundle it with product, plant a tree at services, and subscribe for Plant a Tree if you want to make long engagement impact. What brands benefit from all of this? Actually, it's been, according to statistics, 84% of consumers would tell friends and family about the corporate social responsibility of the brands, promoting. So at near zero cost, and this is the main objective, and this is the main focus of NetGreen. Let your consumers know about your sustainability initiative and let them be part of it. You win their loyalty. This is a business case that we made with Recap and Rainbow, which is a consumer good product. Less than 2 months, over 4 million loyalty points were converted to Plant a Tree. Consumers got a voucher code. They learned about the tree process, like if it is still not planted, there is a status for the tree, location, certificate with the brand's logos to create such green marketing at near zero cost. And the consumers can leverage their impact by subscribing on our platform. We build trust with Digital Tree ID for consumers to track the impact and for brands to confirm their corporate social responsibility reports. We are not the only ones in the market. However, most of these competitors are focusing on integrating with businesses, making it complex. For us, it's seamless integration with less than 1 month, and we use digital ID for trees, for traceability. We are supported by the Ministry of Environment in Saudi Arabia under Sidra Accelerator and Microsoft with other and Man Incubator in Abu Dhabi. Sorry, just taking a breath. Our impactful partners and CPG brands include Recap, Nokta Sukun. These are our current projects, as well as Gumbuk and Green Future. Our largest clients yet to come, Microsoft Teams. After each call, you will get a chance to plant a tree. Also, we are partnering with Man to list NetGreen as part of their contribution to support greening Abu Dhabi. In Saudi Arabia, under the support of the Ministry of Environment, we are in advanced discussion with National Vegetation Cover for reforestation, as well as Royal Commission for Riyadh to support Saudi Green Initiative. It's a big market, which I would love to discuss it in details, but because of the time, we start from our countries, UAE, GCC. However, eventually we will go to Europe because NetGreen is a global platform. We make revenue through integration fees, tech fees, as well as white labeling for brands. We have a plan that is to expand worldwide, and as you can see, we have here like a small drop because of our market expansions. Well, you are welcome to join us and make an impactful impact while supporting businesses development. Our team is diverse. We have Hanin Patel, who has a PhD in blockchain traceability technology, and also like our legal consultant when it comes to carbon offset and carbon credits, and maintain on the regulations level. You can join us by integrating our application to your platforms, or sponsor planted tree services, or join our investment round. Join our community, and thank you very much.
Nisreen, that absolutely stunning. We love what you've presented there. So tell us, how early in this stage are you in this whole process? Have you raised any funds yet?
We are pre-seed round at 500,000, as we are expanding to Saudi Arabia under the Ministry of Environment under Sidra Accelerator program.
So sorry, you've raised how much?
We are like a bootstrap,
okay.
And also like we have the support of technology unit from Verifax and also from Microsoft.
Okay, and what about the actual purchasing the trees? So how does that work? I can understand the whole loyalty scheme makes absolute sense, but how are you buying the trees, and how does that work?
Okay, so we are partnering with validated reforestation projects within UAE, like validated by the ministry, as well as globally with reforestation projects validated by Vera. We put like a purchase of request for the trees and our like conditions to ensure traceability and transparency. And also, like as I mentioned, there is a status about the tree. It's not like a sudden that you just converted your trees and it's already planted. No, there is a status. There are disclaimers, so you can always track it.
Right, and where are the trees being planted?
For now, it depends. For now, the brands, like we give them options, and they select what aligns with their values. For instance, with Recap, they selected Az-Zuhra, a reforestation project in Ajman, and they are like transferring the sponsorship to this reforestation project.
Okay. Any questions?
Yes. So is it in progress right now? Is it working right now? Can I go get a tree right now from loyalty points?
Yes, download Recap app, and you will see like convert your loyalty points into trees, sponsored by Rainbow. To track it, visit NetGreen.
Okay, so but loyalty points from where right now?
So the loyalty points differs from each, like for instance, we have ADNOC distribution, we have Emirates Airlines. The loyalty points, it's the ones that we connect with. And then we list NetGreen as a reward section. For instance, instead of redeeming your points for gifts, offers, you redeem it towards planting trees.
And then how many points equal one tree?
Depends on the brand's budget.
Right.
For instance, for Rainbow, their budget was like for every 10,000 loyalty points, they will give 3 dirhams. Yet, we converted over 4 million loyalty points. Although like it was like a high target.
And how are you getting the word out right now about this to the public so they, start getting riled up to tell other people and to with that?
Yeah, through marketing, like social media. Also, we are 3 brands are promoting the initiative, which this gives like share community, share consumers. You are like gaining other customers from each. Also, like we have social, as I said, social media. Each brands here are using their own channels for that.
Great.
In later stage, we will go to the universities. We will go also, like we are looking for the sustainability tourism as a main target for us.
Nisreen, you mentioned that you are going global. Can you please tell us what's your vision for the company in the next 5 years, and how do you plan to evolve with the market?
Okay, so UAE and Saudi Arabia, they have a commitment to planted trees. That's why we are now focusing and making planted tree service seamless, integration, and accessible. The second stage will go to Egypt, huge population. Then we'll move forward to Europe because the consumers there are more eco-friendly conscious, and immediately they can onboard on our platform. Thank you.
Just a follow-up question. See, we've got a minute left. The revenues to NetGreen.
Yeah.
How does that work? How do the
We have three channels for revenue. The first one is tech fee. At the moment, for this year, we are taking 10%. Next year, it will be like 13%. Integration fee for this year is free. Next year, it will be charged by 10 to 20,000. We also like white label for brands, which depends on the size of the integration.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nisreen. Yay. I am excited to share with you the next startup pitch. But before that, I'm just going to explain a little bit something. Today, you will have 6 pitches offline, and our 6 other pitches are online tomorrow. So if you come back tomorrow, you have the 6 other semifinalists as well. So today, you'll see them physically, and tomorrow, you'll see them virtually. But now I'm very excited to present to you Ms. Bell. Please come up on stage.
I'm good. Yes, yeah. All right, cool. Need to click this one? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Belle. Really happy to see all of you here. Good afternoon to our lovely judges and everyone here. So I'm just going to be here to share a story of how we started BuzzAR and our product BAE, which is an acronym for Buzz AI Experience. We really want to build the largest cross-border platform between the MENA region and the APAC region. And let me tell you a little bit. So as a foreigner initially, when I come here first in Saudi through Dubai, I was having issues in speaking Arabic. Even right now, I'm learning Arabic. But as a foreigner, truth to be told, navigating in a foreign land, I have so much issue of just navigating around. I can't pay, I can't speak the language, and I don't have the recommended places to go. So that's why we created BAE, the first AI travel buddy that can bring you around. And BAE speaks 9 languages as we are speaking. Can I play the video? Happy to show you how BAE looks like. But basically, BAE is an AI travel that helps you from content discovery to book and pay. So this is a one-stop AI travel buddy that as you navigate in a foreign land, BAE will guide you from point A to point B, and from the airport to on-ground destinations. So apart from just content discovery, we also integrated our very own booking system and our own payment system. So we even go ahead and apply payment licenses in Saudi, in Bahrain, and right now talking to the UAE governments, very aggressive in doing this because we want to bring the 2% up. I'm sure together we can do this. Average traveler has a 3,200 spend in terms of US dollar. It's about 12,000 Saudi riyal or AED. So by serving 1 million travelers, we will bring in approximately US dollar 3.2 billion spent to the MENA region. Isn't it exciting? Yeah. So as of now, we are building the inbound tourism. So we bring APAC region travelers to here in the MENA region. But we envision that we will be the largest traveler platforms when it comes to inbound and outbound traveler. You think of BAE. So BAE, as you can see, she's a lovely lady that you can walk around with a mobile phone and she will run from discovery, which means the immersive content. She will show you the beauty of Diriyah Gate, the beauty of all the destinations. She will help you with booking and payment. So it's like you can just tell, Bae, I'm going to Paris or I'm going to Dubai today. She will then, one click, help you to run all the necessary work. So this is the AI agent use case that we have incorporated. So unlike other online travel platform, we don't monetize directly from the 2C. We monetize from the 2B and the 2G right now. So this is our buyers. In fact, we have digitized the whole of Diriyah Gate. We have like a carbon copy of Diriyah Gate. So people in China, they can see, oh, this is the beauty of the kingdom, and they want to come here. So we work directly with our client, and we even turn our client eventually to our channel partners. Our top line last year was about $4 million, and this year we are on track to hit $8 million. We have ongoing B2G contracts with Saudi Tourism Authority. Last year and this year, we have signed 3 years MOU with the authority. As we are speaking right now, over 3 million people have, in one way or another, experienced our platform. Of course, I don't do this alone. I have an amazing team where I used to be a lawyer prior to running this business. So I lead the licensing team. And also when it comes to business development, talking to external shareholders, that's my job. I'm fortunate to be nominated as Top 100 Women in Tech in Singapore. And I'm bringing all this expertise in the APAC region to the MENA region. We have registered our company in Saudi since last year. And right now we have a team of good people working in Saudi, including people like Surok. So Romeo is the secret sauce of how we can attract 1.4 billion population from China to the MENA region. So he used to work in Alibaba Payment. He used to lead at Stripe APAC region as well. Can publish a top VR game, which up to today is a top VR game. Yeah, so Bae is everywhere. I'm happy to take questions from the judges. Thank you so much.
Before we go, I know that you had a video. Do you want us to play it for you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
If that's okay.
Yes. If you don't mind, judges, I will play the video. Thank you.
Imagine navigating in a foreign country without speaking their language. It is tough, costly, and inconvenient. Introducing Bae, Buzz AI Experiences, your travel buddy that goes with you everywhere, making your journey smooth and hassle-free.
Hello there. Welcome to Japan Airport. How can I assist you today?
Meet Bae, Buzz AI Experiences, your new travel buddy with an interactive avatar. Bae creates a seamless travel experience for everyone. Bae speaks your language, greeting you with a friendly smile and personalized suggestions.
Hi there. I'm BIE, your friendly guide in Singapore. How can I assist you today?
As you interact with Bae, she builds a traveler profile for you, offering personalized recommendations that match your preferences.
Woohoo!
Booking flights has never been easier. With Bae, Buzz AI Experiences, you can find the best options, compare prices, and book your flights seamlessly.
Thank you, John. Verification complete.
Join us in revolutionizing experiences at scale with Bae. Visit BayChat today. Lowest price guaranteed for selected routes only. Together, we create a smarter, seamless, and delightful future. At BuzzAR, we make your every experience unforgettable.
Very big. They have contracts with STA. I don't know.
Thank you very much. It's not working. Ah, now it's good. Thank you very much. It's extremely interesting. Can you please elaborate on the specific AI technologies and fintech innovation that will be utilized to enhance travel experiences?
Yeah, I'm so glad that you asked these questions. So we actually go ahead and even build our own AI model. So the AI model of ours, we work with Meta Llama. So this Llama 3 model that we can put in proprietary data. For example, we work with government. We put in government selected and endorsed data to this AI model. And from there, we build a domain AI model that is focusing onto tourism, hospitality only. So all the answers, unlike, for example, ChatGPT out there, they may have some random answers, which is also correct, but this is targeted because we want them to serve, for example, the MENA region. So therefore, we built this with this intention that it will serve very deeply. Apart from just the domain AI, we also built very targeted AI travel buddy that speaks 9 languages, including Arabic and more.
I have one more question. In the integration challenges that you might have, so what challenges do you foresee in integrating your solution with existing travel industry systems, and how do you plan to address them actually?
Yeah, very good question. So it relates to your question just now, right? So when it comes to integrating the travel-related application, we also have many challenges. For example, the AI agent use case that we talk about, like they can select the seats and straight away checked out using the one-click function that we wanted. I must say, as of now, it's still in the beta mode that we are testing, but we are very fortunate to work with Amadeus. So Amadeus is a big backer of ours to support us from the infrastructure layer, and together with all the monetary authorities in the region, be it SAMA, be it the one Bahrain, be it in the UAE, we are working very, very closely to ensure the whole discover, book, and pay is seamless. And we are working towards this. Fortunately, as of now, we passed all the beta tests, and we have launched the web version, baychat.ai, in time to launch the first Bay mobile app that you really can talk to her and ask her to do all the homework for you.
Very interesting. Thank you.
I'm okay.
Sorry, when are you planning to launch here?
So we have launched the web version that has been working since last year and we are fully registered here since 2023. But the advanced version right now that it's like you can talk to Bay, book me a ticket to Dubai, and she will immediately carry out the AI agent use case. That's December. Keep an eye. Right now, it's going to be really the hit time, like the best time for us to not only work on the booking system, because traditionally it has been only booking, and traditionally it has been very transactional. We want to be the first one that we can carry out the transaction, but it's relational. You build a relationship with Bay. Bay understand you inside out. Therefore, the tickets, the experience that she selects for you is for you, like for you, Jonathan.
Sure, but you've got a complicated journey.
Yeah.
Dropping off in different destinations.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that person to speak to as well. How do you get around that?
Yeah. So right now she has this one-click button that you can talk to her, and what happens is that she has the tailor-made, like maybe 90% of the tailor-made route. So when it comes to our problems, we are serving mainly the APAC region people coming to Saudi, and I will be the one to call this out. Their itinerary has been quite similar. So for example, when they land in Riyadh, they will want to go to Alula, and after that they will want to go to take photo in front of, it's so far quite similar, like Medina, Abba, they will want to go to the similar places. So we have a few tailor-made itinerary, and with all these, for example, all these tailor-made itinerary that solve maybe 80 to 90% of their needs, we have this 10% that they also can do a one-click to call out. So we do have the people that we are supporting this because we work with the government. So we do have this kind of also 10% of the case where we allow them to call to our backend people.
So you have that human touch as well.
Still have that because we want to really make sure, because this application, as you train it, she will get smarter and smarter.
Exactly. Yeah, no, for sure. And the revenues, 8 million you're looking at this year, how are you generating those revenues?
Yeah. So we focus on tier 1 destinations, as you can see from our clientele. So for example, the tourism board in Saudi and in Singapore, they have been the big backer. So in Saudi, last year, it was about 25% revenue. This year is over 50%. Saudi is very, very big for us. We work with tier 1 destinations, like all the mega projects here. They are our buyers because we can drive traffic to them. Like every Bay user can be their end users.
Go ahead.
Actually, my question.
Go ahead, I'll wait.
My question: are you planning to offer this service? Now you're focusing on the APAC region. Are you planning to give it, for example, to the LATAM or to other regions of the world?
Yes.
Because we see the interest is like people want to come to Saudi or to the UAE and bridging this, like creating this bridge with them. Are you looking forward for other regions?
Yeah, I'm so glad that you asked this. So as of now, we are laser focused, 2024, 2025, MENA only, because we want to do this very, very well. And after we nail the region, after we finish the Series A, yes, the next plan is we have already inbound from, for example, like South Africa, for example, like LATAM, because all these places are not the typical China top destinations for now, but they are up and coming. As we can see right now, after Japan, Korea, Singapore, next one is Dubai, Saudi.
Just one really quick question. How much are you looking to raise and what's your valuation?
Sure. Yeah, we are raising 10 million. So the first 2 million, part of it is funded by HSBC New Economy Fund. For the remaining 8 to 9 million, we are talking to the local investors here. Valuation, it's around less than 100 million, around 50 to 100 million, because we receive different term sheet that have a few figures.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Belle. I will need to be a little bit more strict on timing because you have 5 minutes to present and technically 5 minutes for questions. But they're so interesting, all of these startups. I just wanted to mention today as well, all these startups are being streamed on YouTube. So there must be some people behind the screen that is also watching us. So you can rewatch your pitch afterwards as well. Okay, now let's introduce my good friend, Miss Lorelei, to the stage.
Thank you. Good luck. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. It has been a busy back to work and school month. Summer holiday feels very far away already, and you do feel the need to press pause. A getaway seems like a tempting idea, but you can't take time off work just yet. You might have heard of the concept of the staycation, but you might ask yourself, why would I book a hotel near me? Isn't it the same as staying at home, just a room elsewhere? But you decide to give it more of a thought and start Googling glamping retreats in the UAE. First search result, a local media listing glamping sites in the UAE. But from the description, it doesn't give you the full picture. So, onto another local media. All the staycation destinations are being portrayed as being the best or the ultimate one, which makes it a bit confusing to pick one, because if all are the best, then none really are, no? All right, you go to a word we want, OTA. Inspiration and booking all in one. Easy. And they have gathered a selection of glamping sites in the UAE. But from the first search results, you can tell that they are not actually all glamping retreats. But you still decide and go ahead, explore one of the options. But from the listing page, you have no idea what type of activities are offered at the retreat, the food you will enjoy, or the event happening during your stay. All this search and booking attempt left you even more confused and tired when all you wanted to do was to get some rest. Well, it shouldn't be that complicated to disconnect, no? And it isn't anymore with StayK. StayK is an experience-driven and domestic market-focused online travel agency, bridging the gap between staycation-fit hotels and local traveler with a marketing agency approach in mind. As opposed to rate-driven OTA, our booking journey is experience and content-driven. First, we build the user journey around your search for a staycation through filters thought of to answer easily one of the many questions you ask yourself when looking for a staycation. Is it perfect for a family or couple staycation, perfect to relax or to party? We have created a filter for each. Then when booking a staycation, the hotel becomes a destination itself. So we write a tailor-made description for each hotel, or as we prefer to call it, the hotel story, for you to clearly understand what it is about this hotel that makes it a getaway in itself. Then you have live rates and availabilities for you to book in an instant, and we take the full payment online so that all you need to do at check-in is get the key to your getaway. And no need to look around for any further information. Everything you want and need to know is on the same page, from the food you will enjoy, the activities, any other experience offered. So this is the current market size for domestic tourism market in the UAE, currently standing at $2.5 billion in 2023. Globally, the market was valued at $1 trillion back in 2020 and is valued to reach $6 trillion by 2030. Looking at StayK's competition, we identify the likes of platform offering staycation vouchers, local media offering advertising opportunities, and of course, the big OTA giants. Our business model has 4 different revenue streams, so a commission per booking, a marketing fee for all seasonal promotional content, advertorial, and video production. This is our current traction, so since our launch last year, in terms of our organic website performance. So with more than 360,000 impressions on Google and more than 11,000 visitors. This is a snapshot of the booking inquiry that we receive through our live chat service, because we decided that OTAs needs to be more than algorithm, it needs to be human. And those inquiries show the necessity of having a human touch whilst booking online. This is a sneak peek of our handpicked hotel partners. So we currently have 19, currently onboarding 5 new hotels, from glamping destination to wellness retreat to resorts. And we handpick them and we mean it as we visit them, each of them in person. So now that we have achieved traction, we are looking at taking StayK to the next step. So we are currently raising for $450,000 with the goal to expand our team, improving our technology, which will allow us to onboard more hotels, and also spreading more of the word of StayK through digital advertising and PR. So this is StayK, and I'm Lorelei, the master keykeeper of StayK, or more commonly said, the founder. So I've been lucky enough to work for the beautiful industry that is the luxury hospitality industry for the past 7 years, from operational role to digital marketing, e-commerce, reservations, and with world-renowned brands such as Haute Collection, Le Bristol Bay, and more. So my passion and my experience in the industry, along with the identified market gap, inspired me the idea of StayK, and my dedication led me to its execution into what it is today. So once we reach our fundraising target, I can only imagine what we can accomplish with a team of dreamers, believers, and doers to scale StayK into becoming every local traveler's key to the next getaway. So on that note, I want to show you visually what we mean by sharing a hotel story and potentially a sneak peek of your next getaway. Thank you so much.
Can I ask? Hi. That was amazing. I'd like to ask you, I see a high level of personalization, like writing the whole description of the hotel, providing a video as such. So I imagine there must be different services that you offer to your members at the different levels, but then I believe that there's a significant effort. So how are you monetizing all this?
Yes, of course. So first of all, so for when it comes to onboarding hoteliers, so we have an onboarding fee. So it comes with the storytelling. So if they provide us with every matter, we ask for the fact sheets, assets, whatever they have, and then we make our own story. So really highlighting all the small details that wouldn't come to mind necessarily to a hotelier, but that's our craft, let's say. And also we have a video at the onboarding fee. So this is like one of them that you just saw. So it's like a 24-hour sneak peek. So I stay on site for 12 hours. So really to capture the morning light, the nighttime, and all that the hotel has to offer. So that then it's about really providing local traveler with a transparent sneak peek into the next getaway. Because right now, there are a lot of video and assets online, sometimes not really the full truth. So what we prefer to say, it's like we just give a transparent sneak peek instead.
Okay. And how many hotels have you incorporated to your platform so far?
So right now we have 19 hotels. So for 1 year, we didn't monetize the onboarding because we were newcomers, right? So we needed to earn the trust of our hotel partners. But since this actual summer, 2024, we started charging an onboarding fee. And now we have like 5 new coming up, so it's in the process.
And last question. As you see yourselves growing, how is that going to impact in this personalized service that you are providing? Because you won't be able to travel to all the hotels. You'll have to hire people.
No, of course. I mean, the whole idea is really like on the regional scale, like of course, our next target is Saudi Arabia for expansion. But then again, you know, it will be to have like a local team, like, you know, like let's say, so in France, let's say having a team in France that can take a train and travel around and everything. So of course we'll have to deploy like a lean team everywhere. And I mean, one thing that I've learned from my experience, because everything you see is achieved by one movement show. So from videography, content writing, SEO, you name it. So I've learned that, if you have like a true vision in mind and a passion for what you do, nothing is impossible. So if you pick the right team member, and a lean team in each region, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to provide the same level of service.
Okay, thank you very much.
How many hotels do you realistically think you can onboard within the next year?
So right now, the sole roadblock that we have at onboarding more hotel is the lack of direct connectivity. Because so what it means is that right now we built our own booking engine system, integrated a payment solution. And so everything is kind of like manual, like upload of availability, upload of rates. So right now with independent brand and some global brands, like some resorts, some of them, they agree to onboard, but like, let's say the Marriott's and the Hilton, they can't just yet because they need this two-way interface where it's mapped with their property management system. So it feeds into StayK the live availability of their hotel, which we don't have the technology for it at the moment. But really speaking, we've met already with 150 hotels in the UAE only. Everybody was very enthusiastic about the concept and they want to join, but there is this tiny roadblock of the technology. So I'm pretty sure if we do our fundraise and everything, improve our tech stack, we can reach 100 hotels by next year easily.
Okay, and then are you also doing homes or just hotels?
Just hotels at the moment.
And
yes.
Glamping sites?
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
You say you're trying to raise 450,000. What's that? What's the valuation on that?
Currently, our valuation is estimated at $10 million US dollars. But to be honest with you, like right now, we are being transparent into the money we need to fuel the business. But in terms of valuation, of course, then we're like open to discussion with like any potential investor.
And how much have you raised so far?
So far, 150,000 euro. I mean, US
okay.
dollars.
Who is your target demo right now? Who do you feel is using your? Is it singles? Is it people with families? Is it a certain,
So right now it has been mostly couples, a bit of families as well. And in terms of nationally split, because even though it's crafted for UE citizen and residents, we capture the nationality at checkout. So just to understand better our customer. And 50% of the bookers that we had until now are actually locals. Emiratis, and then the rest it's from British, Canadian, French, expats, a bit of everything.
And do you find the locals are actually have vacationed in their own home before? Does it seem like that's something normal with
yes.
this group?
Yeah, it's very popular, and especially with the locals, they do it. They do book very last minute actually. So it's something very spontaneous. Yes. Oh, sorry.
My microphone was not working. Thank you, Lorelei. I'm happy to present our next startup, Jessica.
Can you hear me fine? Good afternoon, everyone. Gaea is a leading climate tech. We're based in the UAE and we have a very clear mission to help companies walk the talk in climate action and achieve sustainability leadership. Over the past couple of years, we have been working with some of the UAE's largest government and private entities, helping them achieve net zero emissions. And we have been recognized by global giants for our innovation and impact. We focus on one of the major challenges of our time, climate action. The hospitality industry today is responsible for about 3% of total carbon footprint. The industry has to massively reduce emissions in order to meet the 1.5-degree targets. And yet, while there is a mounting pressure on the hospitality sector to achieve net zero emission, there are massive challenges for organizations to actually achieve this target. Today, 90% of organizations are unable to properly measure their emissions, and even when they do, 86% of them still fails to reduce emissions in line with their targets. And the reasons are multifold. From the data collection, which is extremely fragmented, time-consuming, there is poor data quality, especially when it comes to really understanding scope 3 emissions, so supply chain emissions. And then, of course, a range of challenges for the sustainability teams to really identify the right decarbonization levers and activities. This is why we developed Zero. It's an AI-driven platform that automates the entire decarbonization and sustainability journey for organizations. We help organizations seamlessly collect the data, measure, manage, reduce emissions, and report their ESG performance. When it comes to an organization, an average organization, like a group, hospitality group, their sustainability team has to collect on average between 1,000 and 3,000 data points annually. Imagine this being done through endless emails and follow-ups. With our API integration, we make this happen in a matter of minutes. We cut out completely the manual intervention, and even when it comes to uploading thousands of POs and invoices in JPEGs, PDFs, our AI engine is able to extract the information that is needed to measure the carbon footprint and categorize it under the right scope of emission. We look very much into the supply chain emissions as well, engaging with the suppliers and really identifying any data gaps that might be there to ensure the highest level of accuracy. We have inbuilt databases, leveraging data from global databases to really fill any data gaps that might be there. But it's not just about data. We provide real-time insights into GHG emissions, so to allow organizations to instantly take action and make a sound and data-driven decision-making. We go beyond this by enabling organizations to really understand what it takes to achieve net zero emission. Identifying the right decarbonization levers, yes, but also allowing organizations to understand what it takes from a budget perspective. And beyond carbon, we do the entire ESG metric tracking and ESG reporting, again, cutting down maybe months of work for ESG report drafting to a matter of minutes with our AI co-pilot. Again, ultimately, organizations can really, in a very efficient, accurate, audit-fit way, can map their carbon footprint, ESG metrics, and report action. The carbon management SaaS market is expected to boom, doubling to 21 billion in the next 5 years. Gaea is set to capture a significant share of this market in the EMEA and APAC regions, targeting an ARR of 65 million in the next 5 years. Our tool is completely industry agnostic and beyond, and goes very much beyond what our competitors do in terms of ESG reporting and carbon accounting. We really identified the need for ESG risk assessment, and through our tech and innovation, we provide solution-oriented tools. Our business model is based on subscription as well as bespoke consulting. And over the past years, we have been serving a number of clients, as I said, in the region, building a very solid pipeline for future market growth, and we're currently onboarding existing clients into our platform. Having successfully raised 1.2 million in our seed round, we are now eyeing a 2.5 million bridge as we move toward our Series A. The funds will be used to expand our product capabilities to include the complete ESG risk management suite and biodiversity impact suite, as well as to expand our operations beyond the region to really enable a net zero and sustainable future for all. Thank you.
Hi, I'd like to ask you, okay, so how do you adapt to the different size of businesses?
Yes.
Because the sector is populated by very small and medium enterprises. So is like you know, someone who with a boutique hotel somewhere with, I don't know, 10 rooms. How can you adapt? What kind of service can you provide, and how expensive that would be for them?
Absolutely, thank you.
The effort that they need to go through. Yes,
absolutely. The question is very interesting, and the product is built in a way that it is completely modular and meets the exact needs of the organizations, wherever they are in their sustainability journey. Let's say I'm a small boutique hotel. I just need to start my carbon accounting. Maybe I need to look at Scope 1, Scope 2, and partially Scope 3 to start my journey in sustainability. We can actually provide them just the tools they need in that specific moment. If I'm a very large organization with operations worldwide, again, the tool is built in a way so that we can capture exactly where emissions are coming from which asset, where it is located, even at supply chain level, which are the top emitting suppliers. And this is all mapped in the tool. If the organization already has started their carbon footprint accounting and they want to engage with their supply chain, again, we have just a module that they can, sort of purchase or subscribe to so that they can start this additional engagement. Let's say they want to set their net zero targets. We have an additional module that they can sort of, again, onboard into, where they can set targets for decarbonization and then select the right levers, or basically with the support of AI, understand what their decarbonization journey might look like, including marginal abatement costs, which is basically the budget that the organization might need in order to implement those activities. So it's very tailor-made, and the pricing, again, it varies depending on the number of users, the locations, and the complexity, of course, of the organization. So it can really adapt to very small organization as well as to very large enterprises.
Okay, and just, I got this. Another thing, there is an expectation of requiring compliance with certain requirements for, I don't know, access into grants and so on. Are you in a position to certify that compliance from your clients?
The tool is completely audit fit, and it is meant for compliance purposes. Of course, we cannot certify our own work, so what we do is provide a tool that is ready for third-party auditors to verify and put a stamp on it. It is, however, built with the GHG protocol, so the structure is built on the GHG protocol, ISO 14064, which is again the standard for corporate carbon accounting. And again, it enables, the software is built in a way to ensure maximum transparency and accountability for compliance purposes.
Very good, thank you.
You said the tool is industry agnostic.
Yes.
But where are you focusing at the moment?
We're currently focusing on sectors which have, of course, which are high-emitting sectors, as well as the high-impact ones. So, of course, hospitality is one of them. In the UAE is a prominent sector, so this is definitely a reason why we're focusing on that. Other sectors that we are engaging with at the moment is the banking and financial services sector, because of finance emissions and transition financing purposes, as well as the construction. Again, very same reason, very prominent in the region, and have an extensive supply chain. So again, the tool enables organizations to really understand and engage with thousands of suppliers, gathering data from them, filling any data gaps that might be there to ensure highest accuracy.
So the challenge here is accessing the data.
Yes.
With the industry, be it the hotel industry,
Absolutely.
other industries. Yeah. And getting the APIs.
We have the APIs through which we basically integrate with the ERP system in the organization, cutting down completely the manual interventions. So whatever is there, we extract it. Let's say an organization has certain data points that are not, accessible in their ERP systems. Then again, through AI, we're able to, let's say, someone from the HR department or purchase department uploads hundreds or thousands of scanned documents of invoices, purchase orders. AI reads, extracts the data, classifies it, understands, which facility, which asset is basically emitting those emissions, and then calculates. And then we provide all the dashboards and analytical tools for the organization to really understand, how the emissions are where they are coming from, and basically what to do about them.
Right. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I will take that from you. Thank you very much. We only have 2 more startups to go. Well, technically 8, but 2 today and 6 more tomorrow. I'm happy to present Ms. Rana on stage.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm Rana, the COO and co-founder of EduPloyment, where we are reimagining the ecosystem of workforce recruitment. I'd like you to meet Ali. He started working at the age of 14 as a dishwasher just to support his family in Pakistan. One day, an agent convinced him to pay $1,300 for a job abroad. Unfortunately, there was no job. In the end, Ali slept on the streets until, in his own words, he told me, an angel saved me and helped him get a job. Now, employers also struggle with the hiring process. For example, I was a previous restaurant owner, and I struggled because I was limited to using legacy job platforms. And yes, they provided me with thousands of CVs, most of them irrelevant. It took me days and weeks to get through them. In the end, the hiring process felt random, and it wasted a lot of time and money. So, we built EduPloyment, where we engage with candidates, our job seekers, on an app in their native language. This way, they can apply to jobs, interview, and get hired on the app, all for $1.50 per month, and it's a subscription. For employers, we engage them, we leverage an AI technology in addition to a unique engagement model. That way, we help them hire the right applicant fast while doing good at the same time. So for example, as soon as an employer posts a job on EduPloyment, within seconds, they receive qualified applicants with an AI matching score, and we also give them the reason for that score. We've had employers hire in under 23 hours. With EduPloyment, we empower candidates to find their jobs directly and efficiently. That way they can unlock a lifetime of opportunity, uplifting themselves and their dependents out of poverty. We're addressing a very large market with over 1 billion candidates and over $30 billion in online recruitment revenue. And this is projected to grow to over 80 billion by 2032. What sets us apart from our candidates is our organic and active platform. We don't scrape from other platforms, and our hiring speed. We've really been able to double our database year over year. So we're seeing great growth and traction. We have over 700,000 candidates representing 100 nationalities and 900 employers posting jobs in 35 countries. I'm very proud to say that we've received a number of recognitions and awards. For example, Google for Startups, Women in AI, and the support of major employers in the region. Mazen and I are third and fourth time founders with a successful exit. Our experience spans tech and other industries, in addition to hiring workforce and building those teams. Today, we are raising $1 million seed round, and that's going to be allocated for sales and marketing with a 70% allocation. Our vision is to uplift 7.6 million individuals in 3 years. We know we can do this. We've done this with Ali, many of his colleagues. Today, Ali is a manager, and he has uplifted everyone in this photo. Thank you.
Rana, very, very interesting. Thank you so much.
I wasn't sure where the voice was coming from, sorry. Looking.
So how long have you been working on this?
So we're coming up on 4 years. We have been bootstrapping.
And what's been your biggest challenge?
Fundraising. But I have to say, thanks to angel investors, both some in the region and one in the UK, we've raised $2 million so far.
Okay, and what's your runway on that?
We've spent it. We've built tech. We've bootstrapped. My co-founder and I have put in our own money from our retirement money, and that's why we need the $1 million so that we can continue.
Right, and the valuation?
So right now we're raising on a safe $12 million cap, and with a 20% discount.
Right.
Excellent. Yes, Gwen.
What would you say the level of workers are, or those unemployed are? Is it more for restaurant jobs, hospitality? Does it run the gamut?
So initially we called them blue collar. And that really confused a lot of our employers because they, unfortunately, they thought it was a level of beggars on the street. So in the US, blue collar means something different. So it's waiters, frontline workers, and so we say now workforce. So it's blue collar, gray collar. Nothing on the platform would stop an employer from posting a job, for example, admin assistant or an accountant. And we've got thousands of those type of entry-level positions. The only thing that we do not target or advertise for is medical staff, high-tech positions, and another one is domestic help. But otherwise, workforce. A waiter, barista, entry-level chefs. We have a lot of requests for chefs.
Makes sense.
Thank you.
And what platforms are they currently using?
I'm not sure if this segment of the population is actually using platforms. Some of them might be familiar in the region, like Dubizzle, and that's what I was using. It's like a legacy job platform that doesn't really use a lot of, doesn't use technology at all. It could be agencies, manpower recruitment, and unfortunately, this is where the them being taken advantage of comes in.
You're saying it's $1.50 to subscribe.
Per month,
Now,
yes.
the goal is that you get on it, you get a job within that month, ideally. And then why am I still subscribed?
So realistically, you're not going to get a job in a month. I mean,
Okay.
so basically what happens, it's going to take time. In addition to that, we're calling it EduPloyment because there's an educational part. The plan is to have asynchronous courses on the platform.
Oh,
so
that's
as
great.
they're looking for jobs and interviewing, because they're not going to get every job they're going to interview for, they can actually do courses on the app itself.
So maybe if they start as a dishwasher, then they could get to a waiter,
Absolutely, because the English language is going to be the barrier. It's really important for them to understand. And this is because I was an employer myself, and I know a lot of employers in the Middle East and in this region, everywhere in the world right now. One of the first things is going to be, okay, if they speak Hindi, then, well, do they speak English? Because English has become a universal language. Thank you.
Yeah, you just answer to what was going to be my question, the edu part of employment. So you're planning to host in your platform
Yes.
other providers' courses?
Yes, so we asynchronous courses. So it's not like live one-on-one. And that's the plan right now. That's the vision. So it would be English. It would be maybe a course on hygiene. We've already been approached by other companies that actually do that. And so, inshallah, this is the plan.
Okay.
I was actually going to ask you about this part, about like are there any specific partnerships are you envisioning, and about also if you can elaborate a little bit on the trainings, and is it going to be certifications? I'd like to elaborate on that, please.
So when you say envisioning, I have a doctorate in audiology, so I'm like a scientist, medical person by nature, but I also have a lot of dreams and visions for EduPloyment, because I want to say yes to all of that. And I know that all of that is possible with tech and very easily done on an app. We've already been approached by other companies. So other startups, other small companies that are now growing very quickly using the technology in terms of plugging in the education part. So ed tech, but also being able to do collaborations. We were this close to having a collaboration with like a chatbot that would teach English. And so, but this is what you learn. So the opportunity is endless.
Thank you very much. Sorry, I will need to cut you short.
That's absolutely
Thank you very much. We just have one last one for today. I'm very excited to present our last offline presentation from Dr. Hanin.
Which one? This one? Yes, right here. This hello, everyone. This is Dr. Alsubaie. I'm the founder and CEO of Darent. Darent is a PropTech daily rentals and accommodation launched in 2021. Let me tell you why it's a perfect opportunity to start investing in the tourism sector today in Saudi Arabia. We are now investing more than $1 trillion in this market alone. It's one of the biggest markets, taking 150 million visitors every year. By the way, this year we have closed the 100 million visitors, and we have raised the target to 150 million annually every year. And of course, Riyadh Expo by 2030 is coming, and the World Cup in Saudi Arabia. This industry alone, it's one of the fastest industry worldwide, taking 11% from the hotel market every year. So if this is all a great opportunity, let me tell you what's the problem. The fast expansion that happened in the tourism sector caused lack of accommodations with difficult payment methods and lack of operation management system. So the solution is having a platform for all the accommodation with a variety of properties to choose from, and a SaaS system to help you manage the operation for the local accommodation and a multiple payment method. let me ask you all a question. Who recently visited Al-Ula? In the season? In the season, the average price was hitting more than 10,000 Saudi Riyal per one night. And this is only the beginning. Because this year we have achieved 500,000 visitors coming to Al-Ula. And by 2030, there will be 2 million for Al-Ula alone. And this is one city. The product is live. Next time, please, when you're coming to Saudi Arabia and one of the 15 cities across tourism, please use our code. You will have a discount from us. Our business model is simple. We have 22% from every reservation and 30 to 25% from the property management. Soon we will have the subscribe for the host with data analytics system and the local experience. Our traction, this is by the way, the numbers for 2023. This is all numbers. Now we have more than 10,000 hosts, and we have more than 20,000 total booked nights. We are now in 18 cities, and we have more than $4 million GPV, and we are still targeting, inshallah, 4 million, because Riyadh season is our season, inshallah. Our market is more than $1 billion market in Saudi Arabia alone. Our competition, we see ourselves between the property management and between the marketplace. In the marketplace, like the gathering and Airbnb, and the property management, Mabat and Keys. We see ourselves that we have the marketplace, we have the property management and the hostess. We are the only company in the region that have full insurance for their properties up to 1 million. And we did that with the Ta'awuniya Insurance as one of our partners. Our roadmap, as I told you, have achieved, mashallah, alhamdulillah, our goals for quarter 3. Inshallah, going to more. And actually, we have achieved more than our targeted quarter 3. Our partners, we are backed with these guys. We have closed our pre-seed 2021 with $1 million with the Rams and Wathiq PropTech VC and Alkins Ventures. We have closed, by the way, our $3 million last month. We have been led by Ta'awuni Insurance. We started the business with the insurance for the property, and they have led after that, it led to, they are leading our round. They have invested more than $2 million, and we have the only company who have attracted Morgan Stanley as one of our investors in our cap table now, and BIM Venture. We are, of course, this couldn't be happen without 25 talents. I really couldn't have anything done without these guys. All of them have great experience between Oreo, Airbnb, Nguyen, universities, and gathering. Thank you so much. Please contact me for any more questions.
Interesting, Dr. Hanin. I love what you're doing, and mashallah. I would like to ask you about how do you mentioned you have Airbnb among your competitors. How do you plan to stay ahead of the competition in terms of technology and product development?
We believe in taking as big as the market before Airbnb come to our market. As of today, in the MENA region, Airbnb is not concentrating on our market. It's already going to Shadad, South Asia now, acquiring some of the companies there. This is their business model. They go to a region and they acquire some of the companies already mature there and already understand the market. I started as a host, by the way, on Airbnb from 2016, 17. I was one of the first hosts when Saudi Arabia just announced there will be tourism. I said, okay, this is an opportunity. I worked in real estate before in my family. I said, I want to start in this market. There is no big leader and there's no big player in that market. Let's start in managing a property. So I started as a host. Then when I reached a point that the operation was overhead after like 10, 15 properties, everything on Airbnb alone. Yeah, even, by the way, we have integrated with Airbnb and API and booking, Agoda, all of that, because when you reach a certain level in operation, you need to sync the calendars together. You want to sync the operation together because you can't depend on one platform. You want the highest occupancy as a property manager. That's what we have done, alhamdulillah, successfully.
So it's like its own version of Airbnb, but also it's an aggregator from it looks like you partner with
the Lodgify, StayK, Virgin also, we provide that.
Okay, and then where does plug and play come in? So did they invest in you?
No, I was one of their accelerators. Yes,
Okay.
I was in the accelerator and we graduated from them, but they didn't invest at all. The investors was in the first round was Wathiq PropTech Venture, Flat Six Labs, and Alkins Venture, and the Rams Real Estate Development. They are one of the biggest real estate development in Saudi Arabia.
So what's the marketing and PR play right now? How are you getting the word out?
Okay, we have amazing B2B let's say collaborations. We are selling to governmentals. We are selling nights from the beginning of the year to events by Leap. Leap, we are one of the sponsors. Inshallah, next year when you're coming, you'll see us sponsoring all the speakers. One of the people are coming there, the visitors, all of it. We are one of the sponsors there. We are doing B2B great deals between governmental and events. And also authorities like Ministry of Sports, Ministry of, what do you call it, events, all of that.
So when their people come to town, they have a place.
We are also very strong in TikTok and Snapchat, going to doing big events for hosts because we are building a community. This is a new industry in Saudi Arabia. Dubai is like ahead of us, and we can see the future of what going to be happening in Saudi when we look at Dubai. So this is only just beginning.
And how many properties do you have right now?
We have now more than 10,000.
Just in Saudi Arabia alone?
Yes, just in Saudi Arabia.
How many have in Alula?
Al-Ula, we have like 1,000, yes. We have around 1,000. Because there they are all big players, like Mabat. Mabat is a property manager. It's like here, Silken. Silken is very strong here in Dubai. They manage property on behalf of people. So as one of, they have strong supply in Al-Ula and in Riyadh and Jeddah and Mecca. So we depend on their supply as an operator.
Okay, makes sense. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, do you want to?
Just going to ask, I mean, it's very interesting what you're doing. Two things, valuation and also what's your biggest challenge?
I think our biggest challenge is finding, we are fighting on tech talents in Saudi Arabia. We have that fight because there are not too many tech talents in Saudi, and you are fighting with governmental on those talents and between salaries and how to find. So I think finding the right talents for the next stage to take you to the next level, it's our biggest challenge.
Okay. Yes. All right.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hanin.
Valuation. We have raised all of our pre-seed and seed and safe notes. Our cap was $20 million.
20 million? Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to all of our startups today. This will be a wrap for today. Thank you to all judges. I just want to say that tomorrow we'll be back from 2 to 3:30 again with all of the online pitches. All the startups that were here today, make sure you come tomorrow because we will be announcing the final 6 for the finals in Saudi. Thank you very much and see you tomorrow.